Mus'ab ibn Umayr, a legacy of faith. Mus'ab's story is a source of pride for all humanity. It embodies a profound transformation from a life of luxury and opulence to one of deep faith and sincere devotion. He stands as a timeless symbol for youth who choose the path of truth, regardless of the hardships they may face. He was the pampered youth of Makkah, the flower of its nobility, and the most fragrant of its people. Raised in luxury and ease, he was the ornament of every gathering and the talk of the town, dazzling people with his beauty, elegance, and sharp intellect. This young man who lived sheltered by his parents' wealth was transformed by faith into a legend of sacrifice. Upon hearing the Prophet Muhammad's message of monotheism, he did not hesitate to embrace Islam, fully aware that this choice meant facing the wrath of Quraysh and his own mother. His first encounter with the Prophet took place at Dar al-Arqam, where the messenger met his companions in secret. There, Mus'ab listened to the Quran, and it filled his heart with light and serenity. Mus'ab ibn Umayr, the once spoiled youth, answered the Prophet's call and filled his heart with wisdom. At first, he kept his faith a secret, fearing his mother, Qunais bint Malik, a woman of formidable character. When he was eventually discovered, he faced her with a calmness and steadfastness that stunned her. After embracing Islam, Mus'ab ibn Umayr reshaped his entire life according to its teachings, finding peace in the fact that his existence had become an offering to God. One day, the companions saw him wearing a tattered, patched garment. He who had once been the very definition of wealth and elegance. They moved to tears by the sight. Seeing this, the Prophet said, "I saw Mus'ab when there was no youth in Makkah more pampered by his parents than him. Yet he abandoned all of that out of love for Allah and his messenger. When his mother finally despaired of returning him to disbelief, she stripped him of every luxury and severed all ties. Yet he remained steadfast in his faith, trading a life of opulence for one of poverty. Though he wore the coarsest of clothes, his soul shone with the radiance of true belief." The Prophet chose Mus'ab to be the first ambassador of Islam, sending him to Medina to teach the Ansar, the helpers, their religion, and to prepare the city for the great migration. Mus'ab carried this immense trust with a brilliant mind and sublime character. Through his wisdom, the people of Medina entered the fold of Islam in crowds, successfully paving the way for the historic arrival of the Prophet and his followers. Through his wisdom and grace, Islam spread with remarkable speed. By the following Hajj season, Mus'ab led a delegation of 70 believers to the second pledge of Aqaba. He fulfilled his mission as a sincere caller to the faith, spreading the message of monotheism with gentleness and profound insight. Hosted by Asad ibn Zurara, the two moved between tribes and gatherings, calling people to Allah. One day, Usayd ibn Hudayr, a leader of the Banu Abd al-Ashhal tribe, approached Mus'ab in a fit of rage. He accused Mus'ab of corrupting his people and inciting them to abandon their ancestral gods. With trademark calmness and humility, Mus'ab responded, "Will you not sit and listen? If you are pleased with what you hear, you may accept it. And if you dislike it, we shall stop what you find objectionable." Usayd sat and listened. As soon as he heard the Quran and the essence of the message, his face lit up with joy and faith. With this sharp intellect and great spirit, Mus'ab conquered the hearts of Medina, preparing it to become the launching point for the entire Islamic mission. Mus'ab succeeded magnificently as the ambassador of Islam, proving himself more than worthy of the mission. When the Prophet migrated to Medina and the early battles of Islam began, the Battle of Uhud arrived. The Prophet chose Mus'ab to carry the banner, making him a symbol of courage and faith. During the battle, when the archers disobeyed the Prophet's command, victory turned into a setback. As the Quraysh launched a fierce counterattack, Mus'ab realized the imminent danger facing the Prophet. He raised the banner high, intentionally making himself a target for the enemies to draw them away from the messenger. He fought with unmatched bravery, distracting the forces single-handedly, even as they swarmed around him. When his left hand was also taken, he clasped the banner to his chest with his remaining limbs. Finally, Ibn Kamiyah struck him with a fatal spear thrust, and Mus'ab fell as a martyr, the banner falling with him. Mus'ab died, fearing that his fall might leave the Prophet full vulnerable. Having sacrificed his very life to shield the messenger and defend the faith, after the battle, his body was found drenched in blood, his face pressed into the dust, as if, even in death, he could not bear to see any harm befall the Prophet. When the Prophet Fulbuner walked among the martyrs, he stood by Mus'ab's body, his tears flowing with both grief and pride. Looking at Mus'ab, the Prophet Shu recited, "Among the believers are men who have been true to their covenant with Allah." The death of Mus'ab ibn Umayr remains an eternal lesson in sacrifice and devotion. He left behind a legacy of faith and patience that serves as a guiding light for all generations to come.